Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining. My name is Brian Smith, and I am the Business Development Manager for Owners here at Procore. We have a jam-packed session today, learning how DocuSign, CSG, and MYOB leverage the Procore ecosystem. To get things kicked off, let me share a few interesting industry facts and insights. According to a McKinsey report that discusses trends for 2021, their prediction of 2021 being a year of transition continues to be a reality. As with this quote regarding the fourth industrial revolution, executives noted the great acceleration of technology driving digital transformation and productivity 20 to 25 times faster than they ever thought possible. Now, that's pretty amazing. It's also worth noting that US productivity in the third quarter of last year rose 4.6%, following a 10.6% increase in the second quarter, which is the largest 6-month improvement since 1965. And the trend has continued through 2021. That trend to drive digitalization, boost productivity, and reduce complexity results in the ability to realize investment returns quickly. To support rapid increase in productivity, Procore has been investing in its platform and ecosystem. Projects today are more complex than ever, built by people that are increasingly remote, diverse, and with specialized skill sets. For example, you maybe have seen our recent case study on Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, home to the Raiders. This mega project was built by over 12,000 people in an astonishing 31 months during a global pandemic. The project also had a staggering 10,000 RFIs during the course of construction. To complete a project successfully of this size, complexity, and short timeline, you need one connected network and platform for all of your stakeholders to engage. Procore is the connective tissue of field to office. Over the 25 plus years of my career, both in the office and in the field, I hear frequently from customers about the calls they always got and would have solved for if they would have just used Procore, or if they would have driven adoption of Procore to the field teams and subs in the first place. Our data shows 35% of time wasted is because of poor communication that leads to things like rework, where time is money on job sites that results in costly delays. In the case of Allegiant Stadium that was built on Procore, which I previously mentioned, the project was finished $25 million under budget due to the very important connection of field to office. This year, Procore announced several key innovations on its platform that further defines it as the one connected platform to build smarter. In the spring, we spoke of how companies who invest in cloud financials are more competitive, have better margins, deliver projects on time, and realize value faster. At our most recent Innovation Summit, we spoke about realizing the power of our Estacom solution within pre-construction and the future investments we are making into managing bids, estimating, and cost management. But all of this could not be realized without our continued investment in our ecosystem. Today, we have over 300 apps, integrations, and consultants to drive extendability and interoperability with Procore and all of your systems. We'll see that number continue to grow as we increasingly move into new markets abroad. I'm very excited to introduce a few of our partners who have been able to join us today. They each have unique stories on how they're helping joint customers realize value and ROI. Let's meet our three speakers: Robin with DocuSign, Eugene with CSG Group, and Val with MYOB. Robin, it's great to have you here, and thanks for sharing your partner ecosystem story.
Brian, thanks for having me. It's great to be here. I'm Robin Joy. I'm Senior Vice President of Global Alliances and Partner Development at DocuSign. Most of you probably know DocuSign because we're the world's #1 e-signature solution. But we like to think of ourselves as the agreement cloud company because we're really seeking to transform the agreement process. We have more than 1 million paying customers in 180 countries and over 350 pre-built partner integrations, including one with Procore. And DocuSign is seamlessly integrated into the Procore, so you can send DocuSign digital signature requests right from within Procore's application. Procore with DocuSign enables everyone in the construction industry to easily prepare, execute, and manage documents from within Procore as the single system of record for a project. So you can use DocuSign for subcontractor agreements, purchase orders, and submittals. And you can standardize and automate approval workflows with templates that are easy to apply across a large number of legal documents, such as change orders and invoices. I want to share a story about one of our joint customers, Camden. Camden has a number of businesses, including development and construction. Camden implemented DocuSign first and immediately saw benefits in cost savings, time savings, as well as a reduction in effort. When the DocuSign account team learned that Camden was also implementing Procore, we advocated that they leverage the DocuSign Procore integration. And it really had a multiplier effect for them. In their words, DocuSign alone was a game changer, but DocuSign plus Procore was a game changer times 10. And with Procore and DocuSign, Camden has a central spot which can allow them to streamline their contract generation, manage their change orders, speed up invoice to payment processes, and track status in real time, with a full audit trail showing who did what when. Camden employees no longer have to generate documents in one tool and upload them in DocuSign. The integration provides a seamless end-to-end digital process, helping project teams and administrative staff gain even greater efficiencies. Change orders and invoices flow from Procore into DocuSign with a single click for approvals routing. And the admins can then send them off to the accounting team to kick off the payment process. So the benefits of leveraging DocuSign and Procore are that you reduce risk and you can get contracts signed fast, so everybody's project responsibility is clear, protecting your company from risk and lawsuits. You can stay organized by knowing instantly what's been signed, who's responsible, and what's pending. And you stay on schedule, accelerating turnaround times so you don't bottleneck progress on the job site. So please reach out if you have questions about how DocuSign and Procore work together and really can help serve the construction industry. With that, back to you, Brian.
Thank you, Robin. And not just are you guys a great partner of ours, but one of our original integration partners as well. So thank you very much for being a partner for so long. And next, I want to introduce Eugene with CSG Group. Eugene, welcome. Thanks for joining.
Thanks, Brian. Thanks everyone for having me on this presentation. Appreciate being invited for this Procore event. As much as I like to travel, things are not the same as what you used to be. But with that, I'd like to introduce myself. I'm from CSG. I'm the CEO and the co-founder and the founder of CSG. If you look at the background of my screen, you can see the building we are hosted on. And I'm actually presenting to you this morning or on the rooftop of this presentation. Little bit about CSG. So CSG has been around for 20 over years. We started as a company doing project management. And as project management, we focus on scheduling. And over the years, we have provided customers with a totality of solution between BIM, 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D, all the way to facility management. Today, CSG, we have about 50 modelers. We work in 40 over industry, and we have won something like 40 plus awards. We have trained 10,000 professionals, and currently we have served about 1,000 customers around the ASEAN. Now, being one of the early partners of Procore, I think we have a mission. One of the mission that we wanted to do is to provide our customers end-to-end solution and be responsible and testing the available solution to provide the best to our organization, to the customers. Now, how do we extend the Procore platform? in Singapore, I mean, I'm based in Singapore. One of the things in Singapore that we have is IDD. Now, IDD refers to Integrated Digital Delivery. And this defines that delivery and construction has to start from design all the way to construction. And to do that, we realized that there is a missing link between our solution. And the solution includes Procore and project management, 3D scanning, BIM, facility management. So one of the things that we did in order to satisfy our customers' continuous request for technology enhancement is that we have actually integrated together with Procore, the solution where we can provide customers project management with Primavera. We provide information from Autodesk. We integrate to solutions like Nomitech and 3D scanning. This allows us to provide our customer a single platform, right, for them to have a single source of truth. And this has worked out very well in terms of what we have been rolling out to our customers regionally. Now, one of the key challenges that we have was to also localize field management. And field management, as you know, are very localized in terms of the forms, the way they work. And we have also worked with a company called Novate to have the solution integrated. With that, we have a few very nice use cases that I would like to share today. So one of the cases that I'd like to share is actually precise development. So precise development is a very unique customers of ours. Themselves being a developer, at the same time a contractors, understood the difficulties and the importance of having a integrated solution. Now, an integrated solution where they can have their project management, drawings, RFI, documents all in one placeholder. And with that, we worked with a precise development team, and we have worked with them on a couple of projects from residential, multi-residential projects. And they have gone through the process with us, and I think the results are very, very resounding to what we're trying to achieve. Now, they have something like 40% saving in terms of RFI and submittals, possibly 100% transparency, which fosters a better communication for them with the clients and their subcontractors. Last but not least, 100% cost control of the materials and labor, which were never integrated onto the same platform. One of the quote that our customer had, Kelvin Lim, right? As we specialize in design and build projects, we are often still finding a lot of design while we are building. And I think this is very true on the field. Tracking and managing these elements puts material labor costs in an environment via Procore is key. And this is where they realize with a single source of truth, they are able to manage and construct their project in a more efficient and cost-effective manner. So that's precise. The importance and benefit of this relationship that we have with Procore. I think over the last couple of years working with Procore, we have increased from a CSG point of view to the customers, increase the customer satisfaction and success. Now, Procore with their apps market space has also breached different applications, apps for us to connect to Procore to create better value for the customers. Now, driving success through groundbreaking technology is also a proven technologies that we have with our clients. And today we have two very strong clients who are ready in any point of time to be a reference. For example, Precise and Obashi Japan. These are two very large clients that we are working with and continue to work with. And we do see a lot more benefit moving forward working with those clients and Procore. With that, I'd like to thank everyone for having me on this presentation, and then over back to you, Brian.
Thank you. Thanks, Eugene. Really appreciate that. And it's really insightful to learn how different partners are using the Procore platform and the ecosystem to help drive benefit to our common customers. I think that's one of the resounding factors that we're going to find, and a common theme between kind of all of our stories here. And next up, Val with MYOB. Val, thanks for joining.
Thank you, Brian, and great to be here with everyone virtually. And I look forward to seeing everyone in person in the future, because I too really enjoyed traveling around, and being locked in one place at the moment makes it a bit challenging, but hopefully not too long now. As Brian mentioned, my name's Val Vase and I'm the head of go-to-market at MYOB. I have a personal passion for driving digital transformation and helping business leaders realize value from their technology investments. So I'm really excited to be speaking with you all today and sharing that common passion that Procore has as well. So for those who don't know, MYOB is the leading business management platform focused on helping more businesses in Australia and New Zealand start, survive, and succeed. And we've been helping small businesses and larger businesses for over 30 years help to achieve their ambitions. We're most effective in supporting these aspirational business leaders drive digital transformation within their business at any scale. And we've been doing that already with over 4,000 mid-market businesses on the MYOB Advanced platform, which includes capabilities across ERP, payroll, and workforce management. And what we've been able to do is create a tailored solution for Australian and New Zealand requirements, benefiting from some of the global capabilities that's available through Acumatica. And this is why we are the #1 growing ERP cloud provider across Australia and New Zealand. Reflecting on the connectivity and the ability for MYOB to partner with Procore, the collaboration is definitely a match made in heaven. And this is me talking to what customers are saying, not what I'm saying, even though I was excited when I saw what was actually possible when you connect the two platforms together. For me, it's the age-old problem in construction, where you're trying to connect what's happening on site with what's happening in the office, where project managers are saying A and in the office it's saying B, and we're spending a whole lot of time kind of chasing tails instead of actually helping focus on those construction businesses helping support their customers. And by connecting our two platforms, we help solve that problem. So let me be a little bit more specific on one of the most popular workflows today. So imagine a subcontractor creates an invoice and submits it within Procore. With Procore connected to MYOB, this same invoice then flows directly to your financial controller into MYOB Advanced. Less time chasing invoices, more time focused on successful delivery of projects. So that results in huge levels of efficiencies. This allows people to work within the tools that they are most comfortable in, and that ensures that everyone is working on top of the exact same data set, the exact same information to help drive decision-making, but also in this most critical workflow, which is getting subcontractors paid. The other area where we're seeing most customers choose to connect MYOB and Procore is to continue to facilitate this collaboration. And the area where that kind of shines for me is that moment where you have a CFO, someone in accounts payable, and a project manager looking at what the solution can do. And they experience that workflow that I just described. And the CFO looks to be a person in accounts payable and the project manager, and they're all essentially nodding. They're all agreeing in terms of this is the way that they want to work. This is the way that they want to have this connected workflow that allows them to focus on the things that matter as opposed to chasing paperwork, let's say. And this for us was reinforced by some work that we did recently with Forrester called Seizing Advantage. So we actually conducted a study across a whole range of mid-market businesses across Australia, including construction. And what we found was that on average, there's about 12.5 hours wasted per week per person due to legacy business systems. So Brian, that comment you made earlier about productivity enhancements, we're seeing that today in the studies that we're seeing, and the contrast between people who have made the journey to start their digital transformation are seeing huge efficiency advantages. And in an industry like construction, where I know margins are thin, imagine 12.5 hours per week per person efficiencies. For me, that was incredible. And that was well and truly an eye-opener, especially when it came to the fact that this isn't just the customers who we are talking to, this is across all of the industry. Now, what are the benefits more specifically around MYOB and Procore? And I really see 3 key benefits that I really want people to kind of walk away with. So one is that seamless data integration. Everyone working together on top of the same information is critical. That single source of truth between finance systems and the project management systems is critical. So Procore, MYOB Advanced connected, all of the information available and consistent. The second aspect is real-time reporting. Once you connect 2 cloud platforms which have such incredible power like Procore and MYOB Advanced, real-time reporting is now not something of the future, but is something of the present. So the ability to see progress updates, the ability to see project profitability is something that's always available and accessible, not weeks away as people kind of aggregate the information. And then the final aspect is, in construction, many businesses are operating in relatively complex structures. So you have multiple entities for different projects, and that isolation and siloed information, even if you have connectivity within a project, how do I aggregate that up? So how do I create that experience for the CFO to see how I'm going across all of these projects? And that's where multiple entities is critical. And that's an area that MYOB can really shine in terms of being able to aggregate all of that information across multiple different entities into one place, such that you can actually have a portfolio view of what's occurring. And that kind of connectivity and that capability is, for me, the area that I'm most excited about kind of continuing to work closely with MYOB and Procore. So back to you, Brian.
Thanks, Val. And I think, just a little comment too, it's just great to see globally a presence from our partners with a common theme. And that common theme is really connected data, and connecting that data in places that our mutual customers find value. And ultimately that's driving results, right? It's giving them the power to take actions that they maybe wouldn't have had if they didn't have this unified source. So thank you guys all for providing that service. Thank you guys for making this experience incredible for our customers. So lastly, I just want to make sure that everybody has had a chance, if you haven't, to check out our Procore 2021 ROI report. It contains the voice of over 4,000 global construction executives who are realizing this productivity from Procore today. I encourage you to download it at procore.com/ROI. And with that, thanks everybody for your time. Lastly, please take a minute to visit the Procore app marketplace at marketplace.procore.com. Thanks everybody for joining. Appreciate your time.